Hey guys, so I want to talk really briefly about the whole Halle Bailey situation and whether or not this is what we need, if we really do need a black Little Mermaid. Halle Bailey has been cast as Ariel in the new upcoming Disney live action film, and a lot of people are really excited. And then there are, of course, those people who are really in their feelings about it. Basically, they feel like maybe Ariel should look, quote, closer to the original character. Some people are arguing that, like, it was a good representation for gingers, so they want to see a ginger Ariel. And other people are just saying that they just want their Ariel to stay white. But my personal opinion on this whole matter is that I am very happy for Halle Bailey. Apparently, she was cast partly because she has such a beautiful voice, so she's going to be able to do all of the singing on her own, which is a huge thing. And she looks kind of ethereal. Look at her. Look at her. She's beautiful. She's going to be able to embody this iconic character, and it's been a long time since we've had a black princess. A lot of young black girls are really excited to see, a Disney princess who's black. Like, we did have Tiana, of course, but I mean, let's be honest, Tiana was a frog for the majority of the movie, and little girls don't really like frogs, so it wasn't, even though it was I wouldn't call it an unsuccessful movie, but it wasn't the ideal sort of princess, I'm sure, for a lot of young girls. And if you guys have watched the movie, she's a very hardworking girl, Tiana. At the very end of the movie, she's still a working princess. She's working really hard in her restaurant, and we don't really see a lot of the other princesses having to work, after they're happily ever after. Throwing that all aside, a lot of people are calling Halle Bailey the first, black princess for a live action, but that's actually not true. If you grew up in the 90s or the 80s, then you might remember Brandy was cast as the live action Cinderella, and she did a wonderful job. It was a very inclusive movie. And it was iconic, but it's a little bit outdated. It's decades old. So, Disney has a history of being pretty non-inclusive. Like, besides Pocahontas and Mulan, it's been a very white space. Yes, more recently Tiana came in too, but I mean, the fact there's been only one black princess in all of these many years, I think they really were trying to appeal to a different audience. Let's be honest, they were trying to stir up some controversy with this as well. I think they knew that they would have a lot of people hate watching this film, along with the people who are going to be loving this film and loving to go out and see it. So either way, Disney profits from the backlash, from the praise that this film's getting. I'm personally happy for Halle Bailey. I think it's a beautiful representation for young girls these days. They need it. It's important. But, I'm going to play the devil's advocate here just for a couple minutes. Bear with me. But I am a little bit tired of, seeing black people put in the position where we're kind of the black version of sort of thing. I don't know if you guys saw the Avengers Endgame recently, but Captain America ended up giving his shield away to a black character. I'm not sure what the character's name was, but he gave his shield to a black man, which kind of means that he's kind of passing on his role as Captain America. So if they have another movie, it's going to be the Black Captain America. We had a Miles Morales Spider-Man movie that came out recently, and he was the Black Spider-Man. Halle has now been cast as the Black Ariel. Even though it's nice to see and it's needed, representation is needed, I would love for black creators, black writers, black artists, I would love for them to be able to create their own amazing characters in their own amazing worlds and have these ethereal and magical and, wonderful and interesting characters who are just canonically black. Like, I feel like that's not asking too much. Every other group of people in the entire world get to kind of frame and shape their own image, and they get to, create how they want to be portrayed. And it's really only black people that have to kind of wait and wish and beg for proper representation and to be included. And part of me is kind of tired. I'm frustrated. I think ownership is very important. Maybe I'm not a very easily satisfied person, but for me, it feels like this is nice for now. but I really hope more so that it galvanizes people to want to be creators and want to create things. I feel like that's so important. And, you know, something that kind of scares me too about these companies kind of pandering to a Black audience with Black characters is I feel like it makes people kind of complacent, especially Black people. I fear that it would make Black people kind of rest and sit back and say, oh, well, we don't have to make anything because look, there's Ariel. Look, I just don't want Black people to be content with being given characters, because at the end of the day, you still don't get to create your image. You still don't have a lot of control over that. Yeah, so in the future, I want to see more characters, more Black characters, but created by Black people in roles that were made for you specifically, not you as an afterthought, not you being cast in a role so the company looks inclusive or something like that. We need more than this. We need Black creators to really step up our game and take control and just create our own characters too. I'm not mad at the same time about Halle Bailey. She's a beautiful girl. I think she's going to make an amazing Little Mermaid. I can't wait to see what they do with her hair specifically. I don't know if they're going to leave it in her locks. I don't know if they're going to like dye her locks or something. Maybe give her like long wavy red hair. They could even go with like purple. Like they can really play with her looks. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to see how this all works out. And I'm not mad at her either for getting her coin. And hopefully it helps even to boost her music career, because I feel like not a lot of people even knew about Halle Bailey. Even though her and her sister were signed by Beyonce's company, not a lot of people knew about her before they knew about the controversy for the Little Mermaid movies. So either way, whether people are mad or happy about the movie, it's just really positive exposure for her as an artist, and hopefully it even helps to launch her acting career even further if that's what she wants. That's pretty much all I have to say about this. Please subscribe to the channel, and yeah, leave your comments in the comment section too. Like, what do you guys think about this? Should we be happy? Should we be satisfied with this? How do you think the movie's going to work out? I'd love to hear from you guys. Peace. Have a great day.